stuff went down. Okay, well, little stuff debate. Oh, let's go. And we're not gonna be reacting to the full thing because it's long.
Don't let symptoms bring you down now because you've got a lot of cheering to do. Get fast sinus relief with Vic Sinex and get your head back in the game. Sinex, the congestion pressure pain.
Alright, let's go.
In other words, you're saying nice things about the other guy's kid who's still a kid.
I said, I'm not even worried about the boy's 12 years old.
Right.
Who knows what he's going to do? Make me,
But shouldn't somewhere there be how you're rooting for him? Because he's a 12-year-old kid. You will hear these
I'm not rooting for him. I don't know him. So I'm not rooting for him. Let his daddy root for him. I'm rooting for my son. You root for your son.
Sure. Why are those two things mutually exclusive?
Hey, his son is out there. My son.
Max Lillard has a son?
But your son is about to go into the NBA, might win a national championship. No, he's going this year, and his kid is 12 years old.
Yes, that's why I really don't care about his kid. He got to worry about his own kid. Now, if I say something about your kid, it was my opinion. That's not saying that my word is the final word. My word is the final word of my family.
But this is the kind of thing where people will say, okay, I
That's
hear
a
you want
surprise.
to give him credit. He does have a big imagination. He did get us to a certain point, but he's wrapped up in himself to the point where he doesn't have the perspective that, hey, that's a 12-year-old kid, maybe say something nice or not at all.
Well, I'm always going to say something, whether it be nice or mean. You can take it how you want it. Now, if you're touchy and you're taking it in a bad way, that's on you. It's in a good way. Then, hey, make him better than you. And you know what? When he is better than you or whatever, I don't care.
This guy's a jaw.
Y'all finished?
Oh,
Mr. Ball, good seeing you.
stuff's getting real. Woo!
You know,
Mercy Buffer.
your sons look phenomenal. Lonzo looked like he's going to be special. And nobody's up here questioning you in terms of what you've done as a father. That's not to be questioned. It's admirable.
But I would
ask you this question.
We heard the comments about
Jordan
Barkley another day. You know, I get your point about LeBron and the kids and all that stuff. Even though I agree with LeBron to some degree. But my question to you would be, what do you say when people like myself and others listen to your comments and we say that doesn't seem to be about your kids, it seems to be about that your son, Lonzo's spectacular, and
Langelo and LaMelo, they're going to be spectacular.
But it appears to be more about
you than about them. And you're not thinking about that and how that could potentially have a negative effect on them. What do you say to that?
It's not going to be a negative effect because I feel that everybody has
What I mean by that
is I don't have to make it about me. Those are my boys. So the thing is, if everybody's looking at Lonzo play, don't worry about me. I'm not even on the court. But they say, the guy tells me, he says, man, you know what? You're bigger than your son's playing. That's because you're watching the wrong thing. Now,
I've never saw Lonzo Ball play
nobody
before.
want to hear all this good stuff.
Yeah, that's accurate.
So Lonzo good as heck, but I got the big mouth. So everybody want to quiet me up. But guess what? It ain't gonna happen. And they saying I'm making it about me. I don't have to have it. It don't have to be about me. I got everything I want. I'm going to generate this wealth around my boys where he won't be in that 70%, where you say, oh, them kids are broke. I'm not doing this for me. I got everything I want.
USA Baseball?
Specifically for my
Kinsler?
boys. Build this empire, and guess what? Folks don't like that.
I'm not mad at that, but I'm not letting you get away with that. And here's what I mean.
probably just as well better than I do.
Probably just as well,
Because of your mouth,
Oh.
and because you gonna speak your mind, and because you gonna say what you gonna say,
speak
even
your
if you
mind,
right.
and because you gonna say what you gonna say, even if you're right, you know what people are going to target. They're gonna target your boys, and I'm not talking about just basketball. Because when I spoke on
There's
first take,
still kids,
the thing
and
that
as a
I have
result,
a
your
concern
son
about,
could be totally.
they're still kids, and as a result, your son could be totally innocent of anything. We live in a world of social media. Everybody got a camera.
Okay, whatever.
They're gonna lie. They're gonna speculate. They're gonna put out stuff. It could be anything, and your sons could end up being harmed because somebody is targeting you because they don't like your mouth. What do you say to that?
What I say, that's why you lift weights. You want to harm me? Go ahead. But like I said, it's
Not
just
talking
life.
about they ain't gonna come at you like, but they're not gonna come at you like that.
Yes, they ain't gonna come at me like that. And this is what I tell my boy. Whatever I say is what I say. Two things that's going on right now.
And we ain't scared of nothing. So if you want to come at me or my boys, we will be prepared.
So if you want to come at
So
me
I'm not
or
worried
my
about
boys,
that.
we
My
will
son
be
know how I am.
prepared.
I'm saying, you know
So
what?
I'm not worried
I'm
about that.
not talking about. I mean, obviously the media.
I'm just saying.
I'm talking about, you know, blogosphere, and then people in the streets. You don't worry about any of that. I'm literally talking about people like I'm talking about people lying. I'm talking about people trying to set your sons up. I'm talking about people trying to do anything. You don't worry about.
I know what my son's about. I know what I'm about. So if people come in here and say, oh, Lavar's this.
Because I know what my son's about. I know what I'm about. So if people come in here and say, oh, Lavar's this, Lavar's that, my boy know what I'm about. So you can say what you want. It's always going to be people. It's just like people used to say, you know, I'm big, and they, oh, Lavar's this, Lavar's that. You can say whatever I am, just don't touch me.
So just to be clear, your attitude is you're marketing your sons. This is what you do. This is how you are. You're not going to make sure they're one of the 70%, which is the number you just threw out there.
Right.
This is what it is, and you're going to be unapologetic about that.
I ain't apologizing about nothing. I don't live that way. I don't have to apologize about nothing because I don't do nothing I regret.
Okay. All right. Now let's go to something you should regret.
You know what?
You gonna beat Michael Jordan? You taking one-on-one? Really?
Michael Jordan?
I'm just saying, you would take Michael Jordan one-on-one.
Like I told you,
you know better than that.
No, you know better than
that.
Chicago.
Gentlemen, neither of you listen. Let's take a timeout.
You take a timeout. You got some questions.
Dude, I never saw this before. This is crazy.
I got some more questions.
You will. Just getting started here. Also coming up, Lavar, sticking around. Appreciate it.
But guess what? Even though the shows won't have a live audience, you can come out a meet and greet with Stephen A. Max and I this Friday, March 24th. Now, to find out the location before anyone else, you have to follow our Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook pages. Meanwhile, with us now, a face you have become very familiar with. One, Lavar
Oh.
Ball, Stephen A. You're starting to ask about MJ.
Oh.
Ball, Stephen A. You're starting to ask
I'm
about MJ.
not gonna be like everybody else and talk about what you did or
Listen,
didn't do when you went.
I ain't gonna get on that. I'm not gonna be like everybody else and talk about what you did or
We
didn't do when
talk
you
about
went
the
out.
GOAT,
Forget all of
the
that.
greatest of all
What
time,
I'm
Michael
asking you is a
Jordan.
simple
And you
question.
run in your mouth talking about you gonna beat him
talking about
one-on-one.
the
Why would
GOAT,
you
the
say
greatest of all
something?
time, Michael Jordan. And you run in your mouth talking about you gonna beat him
Blasphemous.
Really?
Why would you say something?
His name is big and y'all like,
Hey,
man,
man, he's in need.
good. Get
Okay.
1-on-1. I'm
His name is big, and y'all like, it was
And
5 game, he good. 1-on-1, I'm undefeated, never lost.
Would you stop it? Don't
Never
apologize
lost
on
one-on-one.
TV. That don't make any sense. Listen,
Can't nobody beat
really?
me in heyday one-on-one.
Why you saying stuff like that?
distance one-on-one.
That's exactly. You look like you were tired.
Hey, let
of
me
this
ask you
person.
this, like I tell him.
That's why you smiling right
Did
now.
I
'cause you
win
know
or
you're
lose?
right.
Did I win or
You know you're
lose?
right.
All I care about is the W. I don't
You
care
were
how I
tired
get
from
it.
dancing, and you talking about you gonna beat Michael Jordan? How you
Michael
gonna do
Jordan.
that?
How you gonna beat me?
You know what? Excuse me. I gotta hear how you gonna beat me. You're poison.
How's he gonna beat me?
Why are you saying
This
stuff
is
like that?
fire.
Doing this?
Maybe
Why
I
are you
should
doing
watch
this? Is
the
this
whole.
another marketing tool of
Check
yours?
this out.
What?
Everybody used to say who's
What?
the best, Michael Jordan or
Who did you
LeBron.
think was the best?
They
Who did
said,
you think
who's
was the best?
Kobe or LeBron?
Who did you think was the best?
Guess what the story is now?
Who did you-
Who's better, LeVar or Michael
Ain't nobody
Jordan?
think about no damn Lavar.
Yes, they
Don't
are.
think about
Look
you.
at you.
Lavar.
Who we
Ain't
talking
nobody
about?
think about no Lavar.
Me and
Lavar. Are you good? Lonzo, yes. Not Lavar.
Lonzo don't want to see me. I'm too
Michael Jordan will win.
You know what? I'm the blasphemy coming out of your mouth. I'm
You're not ready for this.
You were on record talking about put your son on the Golden State Warriors.
Yes.
And put Steph Curry on UCLA.
Yes.
And your son would explain how your son would be better.
You say that
right now.
Now. UCLA wouldn't be where they at. Steph Curry gonna shoot him out the game. He ain't rebounding and passing that ball.
I thought this dude it's too fake to be staged.
Now you put Lonzo on there with all them athletes
This
running
suck.
Your son is that much bigger than Steph Curry?
He's bigger than Steph, because Steph Curry, what, 6'2"?
Steph Curry about 6'3".
Does that suck, in my opinion? 15 points per game, 6 rebounds, and 8 assists. I was rounding. That's it. He's not going to be no number 1 pick. He shouldn't.
You go ahead. You go ahead and talk to Matt. You go ahead and talk to Matt.
All right,
I don't even understand you right now. This is
the criticism.
Talk to him, Max.
This is the criticism, actually, that I hear about you when I am defending you.
Yes.
Because I'll say, look, lots of athletes had big mouths, including Muhammad Ali, for example, but he backed it up. And the point is, from Stephen A. and others, yes, but that was Ali. It's not Ali's daddy talking. It's not, those are the checks that Ali had. Ali wrote the checks. He had to cash them himself. You're writing checks your boy has to cash.
Oh, no, my boys ain't got to touch them checks. I'll write them myself. Don't worry.
How?
Easy.
Nobody. What? I'm sorry. Do you play UCLA? Are you gonna be playing? Listen, you here, but you ain't on the court tomorrow.
I don't have to be on the court.
By the way, you ain't gonna be on the court tomorrow night to help your son either.
You know what?
Okay? You ain't gonna be there to help.
Actually, I should move this so you can see the balls.
I'll be sitting in the seat watching.
LeVar, does anyone in the family ever go to you? Anyone?
Go to me and say
cousin, uncle, one of your boys, wife, anybody, and say, look, I get it. This is the way it's always been, but maybe ease up a little bit. Or does any of your boys go to your dad? Come on, man.
Yes.
They do?
Yeah, they come up to me and say, hey, Dad, how's this act? You the greatest of all time. And we going to follow you if you're wrong.
Do they?
That's what they say.
Yeah.
Keep on moving.
It's always that same tune.
See, white folks, they kids can come and say, Dad, you know what? I think I've had a bad day.
Oh, no.
Brothers, wait. How you have a bad day and all you doing is eating and playing ball and studying? You'll never have a bad day. You get out there on your own and bring the winning or something.
So you've never heard maybe ease up a little bit
Ease
from
up.
anyone in the family?
If they said ease up, they got to go.
You know what
How's
it
that?
is? You know what it is? I figured you out. See, LeVar Ball, somewhere along the way, plotted and planned all of this, and you're a marketing whiz. This is what you're doing, because you know good and damn well you have no business mentioning your name in the same breath as Michael Jordan. You know your son at this point ain't on Steph Curry's level. You know too much about basketball.
Why he not on his level? You said so?
Not yet.
You want them to play one-on-one?
Excuse me? Let me ask you a question. Would your son get money playing one-on-one? No, he's going to play 5-on-5.
Exactly.
So we're talking about him. All right, then.
5-on-5.
So if you're talking about 5-on-5, if you're talking about marketing your son and making money because your son is so great, then I don't want to hear him one-on-one.
You know what I should do?
Mouth.
Everybody else make the money off my son, and when they finish, give them back to me.
I'm not mad at that.
I'll tell you what.
I'm not mad about that.
Ain't nobody going to make what I'm the one who made Lonzo.
I'm not gonna argue that, but at the same time,
Had it all planned out from day one.
I can't argue.
You can't argue.
I mean,
Them are my boys.
I'm not going to argue that. But at the same time, you're not concerned that, again, forget the off-court stuff now, because I already brought that up. That's far more serious, and I appreciate your answers with that. But on the basketball court, on a lighter level, you have put a spotlight on your sons.
He put his own spotlight on them.
No. He's a bad boy. But the point is that
so good.
he's a bad boy. There's no question. But Daddy elevating him the way that you do. You cutting checks, your son's gonna have to cash his.
When you are outraged by what you're doing, but are you outraged at all, like by the reaction to this, in the sense that here you are, you raise your family a certain way with certain plans, let everyone raise their kids the way they do, I'll raise my kids, and we'll see how it all shakes out. And now that it's shaking out, everyone's shaking their finger at you. Now you have to start doing things differently. Does that outrage you at all?
outrage me at no, not at one point. I'm going to get me some donuts after this. I'm going to take me a hell of a nap.
Outrage you at all?
That ain't gonna bother me at all.
Sounds like a good life to me. Hold on, we're out here in LA. What impact would Lonzo have on the Lakers? Because they clearly need some help.
Man, Lonzo had that same impact Magic had.
What
I'm
impact would
trying to
Lonzo
tell
have
you.
on the Lakers?
I don't even know what to do. I don't even know what to do. You know why? Look at what Jordan. I
And now it's magic. Now it's magic.
You from the East Coast? You don't want that.
Anybody else want to know about that?
Stephen A.
Magic is running
the Lakers, and if Lonzo is available, you better believe he's going to pick him.
That's not the point.
Whatever.
Don't change the narrative. This man just opened his mouth, and with these sorry Lakers that we've been subjected to watching in recent memory, this man said, get Lonzo Ball and watch, it's going to be the same as Magic. This is what you said on national television.
Twice. It'll be better than that.
Tell the truth.
How's that?
Let me ask you a question.
Ask me 2 questions.
Let me ask you a question. If that's the case, when you talk about this money that you're going to get for your sons,
yes,
why is everything...
I'm talking about you. I'm talking about you. You want the money up front. 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 Because you don't know.
We ain't running around everybody else. I'm about to shake some hands right now.
He's right here.
You want the money
it's
up
gonna
front.
cost him
You want the money up front. Because you don't know.
You know why? Because we ain't running the same route everybody else. I'm about to shake some heads right here, boy. We're gonna set a ripple effect. Trust and believe that. When it all happens, I know what you're gonna say, Stephen A. I'm gonna take you to the house and make you some pancakes with strawberries, and you're gonna say this is the best cook I've ever seen in my life.
I'll take that up.
I know you will.
I'll show up for the pancakes with strawberries.
I know, but you know why you there?
With strawberries.
All you gonna
I
hear
will
is
do
one
that.
song. Don't know how Lavar did this, but he is the greatest.
Oh.
It's gonna be beautiful. Trust me.
I think you met your match, Stephen A.
I don't have anything to say. I mean,
we better hope hope he's as good as Magic, because then we get this act for the next 15 years.
Well, first of all, I'm not rooting against his sons. That's number one.
Yep.
Number two, I do appreciate the job that you have done as a black man with your children, and I thank you for that. Third, and more importantly, I really, really hope that they're everything you say they are. I'm concerned that your mouth might get in their way.
Because check this out. While my son is over there whooping that tail, all y'all worried about what the big baller gonna say next.
No, we ain't gonna worry about that.
Oh, yes, you are.
If your son's backing it up, we don't have to worry
I don't
about
care
it.
about him backing up. He not. He ain't trying to prove nothing to nobody around here. He proved it to himself. Like I always told him, don't play for me, your mama, anybody around you. If you want to be the best player ever,
Really?
do it for you.
I got a question.
You told them, don't worry
Since it
about
was
you.
babies.
Stop. You told them, don't worry about you.
Since they was
You told them, don't worry about you.
Don't worry about me.
Ignore Daddy, Lavar?
Yes.
Really?
They
You're
not
lying.
ignoring me.
You're lying. You know good and
I
well
lead
they have to
him.
worry
I don't
about you all the time.
lead him. All he got to do is listen.
You ain't push him. You just let him.
He leads
Never
by
push him.
example.
That's resistance.
Whatever.
I lead. Follow.
I'm scared of what would have happened
He is
to them if they didn't
perfectly
play basketball,
consistent.
baseball.
His philosophy is perfectly consistent.
Stop it.
You might disagree with him, but it's
Stop it.
Ask me a question.
Kellerman.
Can y'all be quiet so I can hear this lady talk?
Thank you.
Now he running the show.
Look, he
You
wanna get
mentioned,
loud.
mentioned Magic Johnson, but who do you really compare Lonzo to as a player, if anybody in the league right now, in terms of his game?
What I mean by that is
Because Alonzo takes a
everybody
big
wants to play with him.
Like I told him,
The winning, the
take a
running,
little
the
bit?
long
I said,
passes.
you know,
Because they try to compare him to Jason Kidd.
what I mean by
But if
that
you look at it,
is
he's more like
everybody
Penny
wants to
Hardaway.
play with him.
Size,
The running,
length, style.
the long pass.
That's not the greatest example in the world. I mean, I love Penny. Penny was, wait a minute. Penny's skill set was big time. But Penny in big moments against the monsters.
He's got a big moment tomorrow.
Hey,
you talking about
tomorrow?
something
It's the same moment for him all the time. I got told big moments always entertainment. That's all basketball is. Instead of going to the movies, guess what? Watch the movie. Damn it, you work. I will not miss Lonzo. I don't care about him tomorrow night. Ooh.
I like him more now than I did before.
Let me tell you something.
I already like him.
You work.
Don't let me. I'm not looking for you. You don't have to look for me. You better show up tomorrow night. That's all I'm doing. I'll find you. I have to go to these coaches to look for you because they know who you are. All right. Okay. I know they know me. I know they know me. All right. Hey, you know what LA stand for, right? Lavar's house.
Oh, God.
Now you know it, yeah.
Not Lonzo?
I know they know me.
Lonzo? Or LaMelo? How did you get away with all those names, by the
Oh,
way?
man, because I love those L's. But see, when you
Not Lonzo?
and it makes
Lonzo's or
it's
LaMelo?
easier for me to
How did
pick
you
him
get
up
away
from
with all
school.
those names, by the way?
When you find out, say, hey, that boy's name is LaMelo. Ain't no white kid named LaMelo.
I got it, man. I got it. We gotta go.
You mix.
We gotta go, but I'm coming back to you.
I'm not hard to find.
LaMelo, you better ball.
I'm not hard to find.
Ain't no white kid
Give it
named
up
LaMelo.
for LeVar Ball. We appreciate you. Big game tomorrow.
We gotta go, but I'm coming back to you.
I'm not hard to find.
LaMelo, you better ball.
I'm not hard to find.
Yes.
Give it up for LeVar Ball. We appreciate it.
Hi, I'm Bob Giovanni.